Hi guys, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. I can't believe it's already Thursday. These days are going by so quick. You guys, I hope you guys are keeping safe. This COVID is not getting any better. It just seems to be getting worse. And I hope everybody else is doing fantastic. You know, we're going through a rough time in this, especially on YouTube. It's sad to see what's going on, and it's also very sad to see how happy people get, when another person is being brought down. It is absolutely so sad. I 100% agree with justice, but I think everything is going a bit too far. And you guys, before we get into today's video, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. And you guys, I've watched Tati's Breaking My Silence video probably about 6 times now. And I just don't have a good feeling about it. It just seems, what's the word I'm looking for? Planned. I don't know, it just seems weird. But anyway, first of all, she comes on and she says, she wants people to cover that video in prayer. That is BS as far as I'm concerned. As a person of faith and as a Christian, this is what I truly believe. God will vindicate us. End of story. What I don't feel right about, she is playing the victim. She is far from the victim. Let's go back to last year when Tati made that Instagram post on how hurt she was because James Charles actually took a deal with her rival, Sugar Bear Hair, right? What stuck or what made things bad was that James Charles is like family to her and she's like his mentor, So that's really hit home for her. I myself felt so bad for her because it was like this kid that she took under her wing, which I even made a video. I'll link it down below. I even made a video because I felt so bad for the mere fact is that she went to bat for this kid. Well, a grown-ass man now. And he betrayed her. He went and chose money over values. But that's irrelevant right now. So Tati was very, very upset. She made a video, an Instagram post about how hurt she was. And I don't blame her. I 100% don't blame her. But this video, I call bullshit on. And I'm going to explain why. According to Tati, her and James Charles actually rekindled their friendship and forgave each other 6 months ago. Okay? So she said after the whole documentary or the docu-series had ended, her and James got together in an LA home, compared DMs, texts, all that kind of stuff. They forgave each other, they talked about it, they moved on. So they also came to a conclusion that she would make a video when it was safe, when the time is right. So how convenient that now's the time. And I say now is the time is because Shane is under fire. Jeffree Star is under fire. So what's the perfect time to throw other people under the bus than now? And also bear in mind, she's got to separate herself as much from Shane and Jeffree so she can, in her mind, regain her reputation. So this is just very unsettling for me. I'm not a type of person that likes to see the next person go down. No. But I'm also not the type of person that likes a person that can be so fucking vindictive. I loved Tati. I enjoyed her videos. She was like a breath of fresh air. She knew about makeup, out learning about makeup. So it was, you know, it was up my alley. And even when she was going through this hard time, I felt so bad for her, you know. I was like, look at this idiot. He basically threw away the best thing that he had in his life, which was Tati. That I even, these are just from this year, supported our brand. And I tell you something, give credit where credit is due. Her vitamins are awesome. Excellent. They work fantastic. But this video for me sealed the deal. For number one, Tati said that she stands by everything she said in that video. Okay? Contradiction number one. Right. I'm going to play that video for you. Let's go back to what she said in that video. Most of the video number 2 was about the vitamins. And in her video, she stated she wasn't making that video because of the vitamins. She was making that video because on how she was gaslit by by Shane and Jeffrey. She said that by the time this whole situation came about, she was getting so much information about James Charles that she had to make that video. But she didn't use any of that information in the video. I'm confused. I'm highly confused. So, did you believe that, do we believe you that James Charles was using his money, fame, and power to trick straight men to go according to his favor? Because that's what you said. You said you stand by that video. That's just one thing. Number 2, she has made it known that Shane is the one to leak the information that a video was being made. But she didn't mention like how she spoke to Sebastian Williams, which he actually verified. And I'll insert that here.
All the way back in 2019, Tati doesn't mention me, but I also spoke with her before she uploaded her video. And I advised Tati to speak to James privately first. I said that it would be best to speak to him first privately before making such a video. I knew that regardless of me wanting to get tea or drama, that this was going to be huge. I knew that my impact was small. She felt that that was not an option. She DM'd me that and she told me this is not an option. And I said, if that's how you feel, you should follow that.
I didn't feel safe talking about any of this privately because I know that it would get twisted and used against me somehow, so I had to do it this way. I've seen too much happen behind closed doors where things get twisted, manipulated, and I'm not going to let that happen to me.
And then we move on to how she suffered. Her business has suffered. Her health has suffered. Tati, there's nobody else to blame but yourself, because you acted on impulse. You acted out of hurt. You went and you told all these people, or all these people saw your Instagram post and they called you, you spoke about it, you were hurt. It was the only human thing to do, you know, was to vent. So this is just not sitting right with me. It's just not sitting right. Because your verbiage you're using, you're safeguarding yourself. 100% you're safeguarding yourself. But this is my biggest issue, okay? The infamous voice memo, which Jeffree Star has been talking about for a long time. Who came out with actually validating that voice memo? Blair White. Why would Blair White jeopardize herself by coming out with information like that? By validating to us that voice note? Why? I believe her. I 100% believe her. But this is my message to Tati. Why are you safeguarding James Charles? If you feel in your Bye Sister video, you said that he was using his fame, money, power, and whatever else to his benefit, to trick straight men. And he still over-sexualizes things. Up to today, he still does that. Everybody is going so hard in on Shane for the P word actions, not actually doing it to kids, but just actions in his videos, not really physically doing it or doing any harm to minors. Okay, look at the shit that he's going through. Just the other day, Sanders Kennedy said, or Saunders Kennedy, whatever, he reported him to the authorities. Okay, why is this voice memo that you, Tati, you yourself said you heard, but just to safeguard James, your little king there, your little, I don't even know what to call him, you safeguarding him. You said you heard this voice memo and making excuses. Oh no, this is a bigger, there was a bigger part of the conversation. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? If James Charles allegedly has hurt or violated somebody, it needs to be reported. If you feel you're just taking judgment into your own hands, because as you said, you know what it feels like to go through that. Why would they want to go through that public scrutiny? Why would they go through legal whatever? That is bullshit. James Charles, if he allegedly violated somebody, it needs to come out. Because why is Shane Dawson being dragged through the mud like this? And James Charles has been hailed a flippin' hero. Unacceptable. And Tati, you are part of the damn problem. Maybe you should have flippin' taken your own advice in your Bye Sister video. Because this is totally unacceptable. Remember in your Bye Sister video, you said you were scared of a 19-year-old. Now you're saying you're scared of Jeffree Star, you had to move 2 times.
Like you guys have to understand, like, I'm freaking afraid of him. Like, he's 19 and I'm
Around
afraid
the
of him.
corner. I felt that I was a liability to them and that I knew too much. So I put all of my text messages and other files on a hard drive and told a few people that I was afraid for my life. Last fall, I became so afraid to stay in my LA home that I bulk filmed a lot of videos and I left town in October to get away from it all.
Jeffree Star now a hitman? Or back then, what was James Charles was so afraid of? This whole Morphe situation thing too. Were y'all feeling a certain kind of way because y'all didn't get a part in the docuseries, for number one? Or y'all saw how well this whole launch went, the docuseries went? Because at the end of the day, you say that these people seem to be so jealous of James Charles. This grown man needs to be put in check. That's what he needs. This is not okay. This is 100% not okay. This is not sitting well with me at all. 2 people, okay, I'm going to take Jeffree's word. 3 people have spoken about this voice memo. 3 people have heard this voice memo. And I would actually believe all of them now, because Tati said in a fucking video she heard the voice memo, but she downplayed it.
Jeffree sent me what he claimed was an audio file from an alleged victim and told me to listen to the pain in their voice. The audio was clearly a small portion of a larger conversation. It wasn't enough for me to contact the authorities. It was enough to scare me.
because it's James Charles, the golden boy. But if it was in reverse, if it was Shane or if it was Jeffrey, should have 100% said, I heard that voice memo, it was very much illegal what they did. 100%. Why is she safeguarding James Charles? Why is anybody? Why is nobody else putting up a fuss? We need to know if he did. There is a victim out there, you guys. James Charles is not innocent. He's sitting there behind the scenes, liking tweets, liking videos, being hailed like the hero. He's far from the hero. Jeffree Star is silent. Nobody's hearing from Jeffree Star. But I can guarantee you one thing, he's getting his ducks in a row. Shane Dawson has been hung out to dry because everybody just wants blood. And where is James Charles? Quiet, because he feels he's vindicated. Why is nobody talking about what is this voice memo? Where is this victim? I'm okay with hearing it from Blair White. Why would she lie? This is the reputation. Even Tati said in her first video, and I'm going to replay it.
I think one of the biggest reasons that I'm doing this video is because all of us are somehow forgetting that his audience is made up of 12 to 14-year-olds, like dominantly, and he is role modeling to them his behavior. His behavior online is what they are seeing and what they are emulating as how they should behave to be successful and adored by the masses. Everything's over-sexualized, and that's the huge underlayer to this all, that I finally have had enough. The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. It's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay. And how dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that, and I love straight boys, I love straight boys. Eye to eye, had enough respect for you and love for you and care for you to tell you to go and get some help. I told you that this was not good, and that you could have your career completely destroyed. Weird, him talking explicitly about sex and things that he would like to do, and I was just like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like sucking dick and cock. Like I'm just like, oh my God, time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner. And I made excuses for you then. You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
When I made my video, I expressed my opinions about James Charles's behavior. I expressed how much a specific decision he made that I perceived as betrayal hurt me. I was very worried and heartbroken, but I did not lie in that video.
You guys pay attention to what she says in that statement. She says that when she made her bi sister video, she said she expressed her opinions about his behavior, but she did not lie. But in her video, it says something totally different. She even said she was concerned about the decisions he was making. She even said she stands by that video, you guys. There's a victim out there. James Charles can't get away with stuff like this. She is here in the background making these videos because she's so sorry and saying she was gaslighted. No, this is just not acceptable. Not acceptable. There are no victims here. Tati's not a victim. Shane is not a victim. Jeffrey's not a victim. And James Charles, definitely not a victim. Something needs to be done. Why is nobody else talking about it? People are just happy that Shane Dawson's going down, Jeffrey's going down. So James Charles can just go about do his business. Everybody needs to be held accountable. I don't even feel sorry for Tati anymore. She manipulated, no, my bad. She strategized this whole thing. She just waited for the right time. She got the right time. She teased this video. If she doesn't like something, she'll send her lawyers after you. She was the one that gave us the warning. Whoever will be sued. She even said, be careful which side you want to be on. This is unacceptable. 100% unacceptable. And another thing people are talking about is how Shane went on his live. Did you ever in your brain think about what this guy is going through? This woman literally took a hot knife and stuck it in his heart. That's what she did. She was not manipulated. She's a manipulator. 100%. You guys, I'm done. I'm done. If everybody's gonna feel like James Charles is the golden boy, nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's always two sides and the truth in the middle. We got both sides now. Where's the truth? We want the truth. The truth needs to come out. You guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, ring the notification bell. And I just want the truth to come out. James Charles is not innocent in any of this. Any of this. Tati herself said in her first video, James knows how to get his way. He's the biggest manipulator. I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Please be kind, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.